So you go ahead and season. Yep. Nice here's your forks.
Oh, quick question, RC. For the steak,
you're slowly heating your pan. You can just season one side for now. Nice and salty. No.
It's cracked black pepper. Would you just use the? Okay.
Okay. So your pan is slowly heating, and you want a hot pan to get a good sear, right? If you put salted side down without butter in the pan, it should be okay, but we usually put just a little butter. But you really have to watch that. And we're going to use clarified. We're just using clarified, so there won't be any problem. But you want it nice and hot. And then you put salt side down. And the next thing you're going to do is, using your fork as a pastry brush, you're going to brush, without contaminating the Dijon mustard, brush a little mustard on the top after while it's searing. That's what I do. That's how I do it.
It's a little hot.
You're going to get your meat in there right away. It's okay, it'll cool down once you put your meat on it. Cover that. You've got a thick pan so you can have the same issue. Okay, get your steak in there right away. Anytime you see any blackness happening, get some food on it. Get some moisture on that. You gotta move quickly. Salt side down. You just, want to put salt side down.
Then you can season the other side.
We're going to season it directly with the mustard. With mustard? Yeah, with the fork. Archie's going to whip it like that.
Come on.
Yep, put it down.
Don't cook anything in the air.
Have some mustard.
Have some mustard.
Put table cut cooking.
Season it with mustard
right?
on the top of it. Without touching it, you put a little bit on each one, and use your fork as a pastry brush. Okay, you're smoking. Yes, there you go.
I made this.
Nice. With those splashing the guest, see how Alec just put those in there so that it would splash him, not the guest. That's important.
Oh, good work, Alec.
Take one for the team.
Take one for the team, Alec. Calvin, so you're going to do that. And while that's going, any spots that are going to start to get black on there, you don't want it. That's going to taste burnt. So immediately you're going to put some vegetables onto that part and add more butter if you have to. Put vegetable next to it. Yep, just get that vegetable going. But you have to add a little more butter. Here's the good. You want a little more butter. On your vegetable. By vegetable we mean all the vegetables. So you can add your mushrooms, take a third of those.
Good catch, Nicole.
Vegetable. Third mushroom right in there. You're still getting a nice sear on it. Now, when the blood comes up, or the juices of the meat come up to the top, that's when you know it's time to flip. Don't try to flip it too soon or you won't have any color. You'll have a gray steak and a soupy gray sauce. That won't even, it'll be like cream mushroom soup. You want a nice golden brown sauce, veggies on any dry spot. Yep, all your vegetables. Did you get enough mushroom?
You know what that means?
All right. Oh. These are shallots.
What do you want the garlic?
The garlic is a vegetable. Here you go. I got it. Use them all. And just keep working those vegetables around a little bit like you are. Good. Okay, Alex, here's garlic. And when you're talking to the guests, you're like, do you like mushrooms? Put a few in. Then when they answer yes, I like mushrooms, you're like, oh, and then you dramatically add a few more. You always got to do that. You make them feel like you're getting wonderful special treatment. Okay, keep working those vegetables. Put more butter on them if you have to, just so they saute right alongside that. As soon as you see the juices coming up, you're gonna lift your steak over.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some more for that, but I can just pass that to you. Alex got it right now.
Yep.
Oh, that is not how I was.
Nice color on there, Nicole.
No?
Here's our keep working the vegetables.
You don't want a pumpkin.
Oh, can I start from me? I didn't.
Nicole's pan is a different temperature and it's a different shape. And it's working right quickly, so she can flambe those anytime. Now, if those were rare steaks, she'd remove them. But since we're going medium rare, she can leave it in if she wants it for salt.
Oh, mine blue rare. Yeah, oh, mine rare.
Wait. Okay, now Nicole's ready to flambe. She's gonna flambe with the brandy in there. She's always gonna warn her guests. Back up. No, you're gonna back up too. You're gonna just go down.
Totally got the butter.
Y'all back up. You're gonna get their attention. I'm ready to.
Yeah, you too.
It's okay. Your arm's long, not long enough. All right. You're gonna pull it off the flame, pour it in the end of the pan. No, I missed it. With a long arm, touch that to the flame, and boom, give it a little tilt back. So you're gonna tell them how that's caramelizing your steak right now. It's caramelizing those vegetables. What do I do? Voila, we say in France. Well, there it is. Good flambe. You should have seen her with the salmon. The salmon started on fire.
Go.
All right, so I'm good to flambe, right?
Okay, put on the end of the pan. Into the flame. I think you're good. Into the flame. So hey, voila, there it is. Okay.
Now do we pull it and make the sauce?
Now you're gonna have a clean plate. You're gonna remove your steaks.
That's good to know. Alec, you want to pass them down, please? Yeah. You didn't think you'd need a clean plate? Oh,
And the juices.
Then why can't I use this? You gotta put it back.
these should be entry plus total. Entry plus total. Okay. Thank you.
Remove your steaks.
That was me.
Any juices are in the.
Good catch.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie, but
Okay. So, do I
Quickly add some glass.
deglaze it?
Wash my whole.
Oh, it's just stock.
What's in there?
probably don't do that.
It's a seed. A good amount. You want to
I'm over this one.
That's a good amount.
Right, the glass into 3 portions.
Okay. You're at a good piece for you.
Move quickly. Your steak is continuing to cook. Turn up your heat and move quickly. Okay. You got the Worcestershire. Yep. Turn over behind you. Thank you.
You gotta taste it?
You're not done. You didn't put everything in there yet. Did you put lemon?
Nope.
Okay. Did you put cream in?
Nope.
Okay, you get it.
Got soup.
I had 2 big ones over here for sauce.
Caesar salad.
You should have this covered. That's- You got your seasoning in there? Did you put lemon in?
No, I have not yet.
See, if these were in goose necks, you'd be so much
Shouldn't be putting
happier.
any silverware on the top of your cart. That should all be sitting on a plate.
You done with
Should be
this?
no silverware on the tops of the garridons.
I'll take lemon.
Take one of your
I'm trying to
plates
get
and
lemon.
use that as a spot for your silverware.
I'm sorry, this is in front of you.
You want to keep that garridon cleaner than you keep it facing in the kitchen.
There's your cream, Rachel.
Thank you.
Should I use it?
Yeah, a goodly amount. You gotta have some sauce in there. Whisking while you're going, getting in all those good bits. Thank you. Then we have our spices. Here's some thyme. Looks like it's fresh thyme.
Yes.
Fresh thyme. Chives and parsley on the top.
Yeah, at the end.
When it goes back in, right?
Did you put some thyme in there yet? Never have enough time. Okay.
Let's make sure we're chopping the herbs for the guests.
These were a little rustic. That's
Yeah.
what wouldn't you?
You got the time over there?
No, the only salt is what you have, a little bit seasoned on your steak and a little Worcestershire in there, so you're gonna, I don't see any pure salt on here, other than the salt and pepper, so you could be in trouble there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's a lot of pepper in this salt. So maybe Worcestershire be a saltier component, you wanna try seasoning with that, if you don't want too much salt. You're gonna get that nice umami, because we know now that there's anchovies in the Worcestershire.
There is not.
Not in this one.
Well, then it's not too Worcestershire.
That's okay. Bring you the time by chance? I'm trying to. Oh, now over here.
saltiness in it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Hand them out.
Definitely gonna need salt.
You got a
You
bunch of
don't
spoons.
pour out of containers, you use utensils.
I already tried
Bottom
it.
of
I
the
need salt.
spoon.
Yeah. Try Worcester or pepper.
And something like fresh thyme can be really overpowering if you
I
dunk too
have to
much.
use a new spoon, probably, right?
Probably.
And at this point,
Other end, yeah.
right,
thought of that.
what, as you've
Put it in
been
the
cooking
spoon.
and flambeing out here, on the line they've been preparing the other dishes that go to the table. Perhaps they ordered scallops or fish or chicken or something else. So, your commis would run, or myself, we run to the line and check to see how many minutes are left. And then we learn the art of the stall or the speed it up, okay, depending on where you're at. Okay, so if it's 5 more minutes still that they're preparing the chicken, you gotta learn to kind of slow things down. So you turn off the burners, you talk to the guests, clean things up, there's a lot of cleaning.
So don't serve your guests until everything
Yep.
comes
You
out.
kind of rush through this particular recipe right here, it might be a slower process. Because you think about your ticket times, right? What are our ticket times been at all semester?
30, 40.
Sometimes they're really high.
25, 15.
All right, so there's some truth in that humor, right? Okay. So how are we doing?
Not something to laugh about. Yeah,
Sit down, have a drink with the table first.
Can we put the sticks?
Maybe eat some
Yep.
of that.
Let's throw the steaks back in there when your sauce is done, and turn your burner off. Just kind of cook those. Yeah, you don't want to overeat a sieve. If you are getting too liquidy, that's why you need plenty of glass or stock.
Yeah, so you're starting to break the sauce here.
Yep.
So you gotta shut that heat off.
Okay.
And that pan's gonna hold the heat for a while.
Mhm.
And the juices from here go back in. Everybody's back in the hot tub, like they say. Okay. All those juices are good, good, good.
And you're actually gonna get quite a bit of salt out in those juices as well, because you still have the salt on the steak.
It's all good stuff.
No, turn it off.
Now, another thing that I know you didn't stock on these cards, but listen up. An extra gooseneck. An extra gooseneck is important because if you made all this wonderful rich sauce, wouldn't the guests feel lavished and pampered if you just gave them an extra little boat of sauce to go along with their potato dish that's coming out of the kitchen?
How do you pour that?
No, the plating of this is really important. The plating. Where are we going to put things? If your burner is right here, where's your tray jack going to go? On this side. If you have your burner on that side, then your tray jack should be right next to it, so you can put plates there. Your commis going to help you get organized, or you can slowly get organized as you're waiting, so that you're not. We only lost the steak one time on the floor, and we don't want that to happen because then you're going to start all over again.
So will that tray of stuff not be on the tray jack?
This will not be on the tray jack. You
This
will
will
have.
be right here.
It'll
This
be
is
like
what I tried.
Alec would have the silver tray right on his.
And then, yeah, your plates will be here.
Yep.
All right.
All right. So I will close those.
Might be
Get some plates.
Put it all.
Are you happy with your sauce, chefs?